Welcome, beloved soul. Take a deep breath. Let the noise of the world quiet down for just a moment. You are safe here. You are seen. You are loved by heaven itself. Angels whisper now, softly yet clearly, that the one chosen by God for your heart is finally awakening. They are no longer lost, no longer unsure. Their spirit has been touched by divine light, and their heart is being guided towards you. You have waited long, haven't you? You've prayed through the silence. You've cried into the stillness. You've asked God if this promise was real, and the heavens have heard every word. The angels say it was never denial, only divine timing. There were lessons to learn, seeds to grow, and faith to be strengthened within both your souls. As it is written, though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. Habakkuk 2:3 NIV. And so it is with love that God ordains. Even when it seems delayed, He is aligning every moment for a holy purpose. You see, divine love is not rushed. It is refined through waiting, through healing, through surrender. The person who is meant for you has walked through their own wilderness, searching for meaning, learning to release pride, learning to listen to the still, small voice that has always whispered your name in their spirit. And now, that voice is growing louder. The angels say they are remembering you in dreams. They feel you in moments of silence. They sense something sacred calling them home. They may not even understand it fully yet, but their heart is awakening to a love designed by God Himself. You have been prepared too. Every heartbreak, every closed door, every tear you have shed was not punishment. It was preparation. God was shaping you into a vessel of peace, a carrier of divine compassion, so that when this love finally arrives, you would not cling in fear, but rest in faith, as it is written, "The Lord will perfect that which concerns me." Psalm 138:8 KJV. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. And the one chosen for you, the one God has written into your destiny, is finally ready to see what heaven has seen all along. Their heart has softened. Their pride has fallen away. They are being shown your worth, not by human words, but by divine revelation. The angels say, this person has been tested. They have seen what love without God looks like, and they no longer want the shallow, the fleeting, the surface-level kind. They are craving something real, something eternal, something holy, and the Spirit is whispering your name. Now, beloved soul, listen closely. This is not a time to chase, nor a time to question your value. It is a time to trust, to stand in peace, to keep your lamp lit, as the wise virgins did in the parable. For the bridegroom is on his way. Matthew 25:1-13. You are being called to stay ready, not in anxious waiting, but in calm preparation. This divine union is sacred. It's not a relationship built on need, but on purpose. It's not about completing one another, but about reflecting God's glory together. The angels remind you of this truth. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 NIV. Your divine counterpart is being restored to this understanding. They are learning that love is service, that partnership is ministry, and that marriage, when God ordains it, is not merely a romance, it is a calling. So if your heart has been weary, if you've wondered whether you imagined the signs, if you've grown tired of waiting, hear this now. You were not wrong to believe. You were not wrong to hope. You were not foolish to love deeply. The angels say your patience has touched heaven. Your prayers have created ripples in the spirit realm. And now divine movement is beginning, as it is written. For everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1 ESV. This is the season where hidden things are being revealed, where hearts are being made ready, where divine promises are beginning to take flesh. The one chosen by God for you is finally awakening to their calling, not just as your partner, but as a co-laborer in divine purpose. They are being reminded of who they are in God, and in that remembrance, they are remembering you. They are beginning to understand that love without faith is shallow, That connection without spirit is incomplete. They are being drawn to a love that mirrors God's own heart, and that love is you. You have prayed, "Lord, prepare the one you have for me." And now the Lord answers, "I have been preparing them, and I have been preparing you." 2. The angels say this person is finally surrendering. They are laying down their fears, their distractions, their old ways. They are ready to walk into the divine covenant God ordained long ago. So breathe deeply. Feel the peace of God filling your heart. You do not need to chase what heaven is sending your way. You only need to stay aligned with faith. Remember this promise. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37:4, NIV. When you delight in God, your heart becomes a mirror of His will. And when that happens, every desire born from His Spirit within you must come to pass, because it is no longer your wish, but His divine plan unfolding through you. Your soulmate, the one chosen by God, is being transformed by the same love that has carried you through the waiting. Their eyes are being opened to spiritual truth. Their heart is being healed. And soon the paths that seem distant will converge under heaven's perfect light. Trust this process. Do not doubt the power of divine alignment. God's timing may test your patience, but it never fails His promise. As Jesus said, "What God has joined together, let no one separate." Mark 10:9, NIV. This union is written in heaven. No human hand can erase it. No distance, no confusion, no delay can undo what God has ordained. So let peace return to your heart. Lay down your worry, your restlessness, your doubt. The angels are working behind the scenes. The Spirit of God is guiding every step. And love, true, holy, divine love, is on its way to you. If this message is resonating deeply in your spirit, take a moment to breathe and whisper a quiet prayer. Lord, I trust your timing. I release control. Prepare me for the love you have ordained. And as you pray, feel heaven's light surrounding you. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are in the middle of a divine promise being fulfilled. Beloved soul, if this message has brought you peace, please consider helping this light spread further. Subscribe to this channel for more messages like this, gentle reminders from heaven to keep your faith alive. Leave a comment with your reflections or prayer requests so we can hold one another in spiritual support. And if this message has blessed you, you can share it with someone who needs hope, or offer a super thanks, not as a payment, but as a seed that helps us continue to bring calm, sacred content to more souls around the world. Your support keeps the flame glowing. Your faith keeps the message alive. Now close your eyes once more. Feel the angels near. They are smiling, whispering softly. The one chosen by God is awakening. They are being drawn to you not by circumstance, but by divine orchestration. Every moment of waiting is becoming a bridge of faith. Every tear you cried is watering the roots of this sacred love. And every prayer you prayed is echoing now in heaven's chamber, and God is saying, "It is time." Hold on to that peace. Hold on to that promise. Because when God says it is time, nothing on earth or in heaven can stand in the way. As it is written, He makes everything beautiful in its time. Ecclesiastes 3:11, NIV. You are entering that time now. The season of waiting is ending. The season of fulfillment is beginning. The one chosen by God is finally ready to marry you. Rest in this truth. Walk in peace. And trust that what is written in heaven will soon manifest in your life. Breathe in peace, beloved soul. Let your spirit rest in the quiet, knowing that what is meant for you is not lost. The angels are still near, still whispering, still guiding you through this sacred unfolding. The heavens have not forgotten your prayers. The divine story of your love has not been delayed, only refined. God's hand is moving, though the movement is often unseen. You may not realize it yet, but every day something shifts in the spirit realm. Every prayer spoken in faith becomes a spark of light. And those sparks are now forming a flame, a holy fire that is drawing your ordained partner closer to you. The angels say, Your name is being written on their heart in this very hour. They are being shown visions, memories, subtle reminders. It's as though heaven is weaving your image into their thoughts, and their spirit can no longer ignore it. They are realizing that you are not just a fleeting emotion, not just a kind presence in their past or a possibility in their future, but the one God has chosen for their destiny. As it is written, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." Proverbs 16:9, ESV. You see, beloved, the steps of your counterpart are being established by the Lord, even when they took paths away from you, even when they ran from love. God was leading them back through lessons and wilderness roads. There were times when you felt forgotten, when you wondered if perhaps you misunderstood the signs. But heaven says you did not misunderstand. You were being prepared. The delay was mercy. The waiting was protection. The space between you was the ground where faith grew, because divine love is not built in haste. It is cultivated in stillness. And now that stillness is breaking, the one chosen for you has walked through fire, the kind of fire that purifies. They have learned through mistakes, through broken connections, through the emptiness of living without true purpose. They have tasted the difference between worldly affection and divine partnership. And now they hunger for what is holy, for what is eternal, for what feels like home, and your soul, radiant, humble, prayerful, has been their unseen home all along. The angels say they remember your kindness. They remember your eyes, your peace, your presence. Something about you stayed with them, like a song that lingers long after the music fades. And now that melody is growing louder again. It is the sound of recognition. It is the echo of divine destiny. It is the moment when their heart finally says, "This is the one God made for me." Beloved, do not doubt what you are sensing in your spirit. You have felt their energy stirring again, haven't you? You've felt waves of emotion, joy, peace, sometimes even tears, with no clear reason. That's because your souls are connected, and their awakening sends ripples through your heart. The spiritual bond between you is real, and it is being restored. As it is written, "Therefore what God has joined together, let no man separate." Mark 10:9 NIV. This union has been protected in unseen ways. God has hidden it beneath his wings until the appointed time. And now the appointed time is drawing near. The one chosen by God is being drawn into alignment. They are learning to surrender their will to God's will. They are realizing that true strength is not in control, but in trust, just as you have been learning the same lesson. You see, this connection was never one-sided. Both of you were in divine preparation, each learning the same truths through different experiences. You learned patience, they learned humility. You learned prayer, they learned surrender. You learned faith, they learned dependence on God. And now heaven is merging those lessons into one path. The angels say that many of you who hear this message have already felt a spiritual release. Something within you has shifted recently, a quiet knowing that the struggle has ended. That sense of peace is not imagination. It is confirmation. It means the waiting season is closing. It means the divine script is turning a page. And though you may not see movement in the physical just yet, the spiritual realm is alive with preparation, as it is written. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1, KJV. Faith is not pretending. It is perceiving what heaven has already completed, even when the world has not yet caught up. You are standing in that sacred space right now, the threshold between promise and manifestation, and the angels are guiding you across. They say, keep your heart open, keep your spirit gentle. Do not close the door out of fear or past pain. The one chosen by God may return differently than you expect. They may be quieter, more humble, more reflective. Their spirit has been touched. Their eyes have seen the cost of running from grace. And now they long for peace, the kind that only divine love brings. Do not rush to prove yourself when they appear. You will not need to. Your spirit will recognize theirs, and words will flow naturally like water finding its river. When love is ordained by God, it does not demand, it reveals. It does not compete, it harmonizes. It does not fear, it trusts. As it is written, there is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. 1 John 4:18 NIV. And that is what this next chapter will be, a love purified of fear. The one chosen by God is ready to walk into covenant, not because they are perfect, but because they have been transformed by grace. They have fallen, been lifted, and learned that only God's love endures. And through that journey they have realized something precious, that you were never just another person in their life. You were the promise their soul was waiting to understand. The angels are showing visions now, of wedding garments, of hands being joined, of prayers whispered under soft light. These are symbols, not guarantees of time or place, but assurances that heaven's plan is unfolding in purity. This marriage, the one ordained by God, will not be like any before. It will be peaceful, spirit-filled, a sanctuary of love and faith. You both will pray together. You will build together. You will heal others simply by your union, for divine love radiates outward. As Jesus said, you are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14, NIV. And together your light will not be hidden. It will shine with quiet power, reaching others who have lost hope in love. Beloved, your story is about to become a testimony. Your tears are becoming seeds of joy. Your patience is being rewarded by heaven itself. If this message is stirring your heart, if you feel the Spirit confirming it within you, pause and take a deep breath. Whisper, Lord, prepare my heart for your promise. Help me to love in your way, not mine. Let my life reflect your peace. And as you do, know that angels are near, ministering spirits, carrying blessings into your path. Your destiny is not delayed, it is designed. It unfolds precisely when your heart and heaven's timing agree. As it is written, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14 NIV. So be still, child of God. Let peace return to your breath. The battle is over. The angels are rejoicing because the one chosen for you is stepping out of confusion and into calling. You will see signs, gentle confirmations, not to make you anxious, but to remind you that heaven has not forgotten. You may see repeated numbers, hear songs that stir your spirit, or dream of reconciliation. Take these not as distractions, but as reminders that divine order is near. And when the moment arrives, you will not need to question whether it is from God. You will know, not with logic, but with peace. For as it is written, and let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Colossians 3:15, ESV, peace will be your sign. Peace will be your answer. Peace will lead you home. And home is not merely a place or a person. It is the divine presence that joins two hearts as one. If this word has brought you comfort or confirmation, please take a moment to help this ministry of peace grow. Subscribe to this channel for more Spirit-led messages. Leave a comment with your reflections or prayer requests. We read them with love and lift them before God. And if your heart feels led, you may share this video with someone in need of hope or offer a super thanks. Every act of support helps us continue spreading gentle, faith-filled content to souls around the world who need light. Your love helps this work live on, and your faith invites more miracles. Now, beloved, rest in assurance. The one chosen by God is awakening. They are praying now, asking God for courage to take the next step. They are preparing to reach out, not from pride, but from humility. They will speak words guided by heaven, and you will feel the Spirit moving through them. Be ready, not with fear, but with gratitude, because soon the promise will no longer be a prophecy. It will be presence. It will be reality. And as the angels whisper now, love is returning, but this time it is sanctified. Hold this truth close. God has heard. He is faithful. And he is saying to your spirit even now, the appointed time has come. As it is written, I am the Lord. In its time I will do this swiftly. Isaiah 60:22, NIV. Welcome again, beloved heart. Take a moment to rest. You've come so far in faith. You've walked through seasons of waiting, seasons of silence, seasons where only your prayers held you up. But now, the angels whisper a sacred truth. You are entering the fulfillment of what God promised. The heavens have declared that the one chosen by God for your soul is ready. Ready not only for love, but for covenant, for the divine marriage that heaven designed long before you were born. You may feel it stirring inside you, a calm assurance, a peace that words cannot explain. That is your spirit bearing witness to divine movement. As it is written, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it?" Isaiah 43:19, ESV. Yes, beloved soul, it is springing forth. The seeds planted in faith are blossoming. The prayers spoken through tears are becoming answers wrapped in grace. And the one you have been waiting for, the one God whispered to your heart about, is awakening to the truth of who you are to them. They are no longer afraid of the depth of what they feel. They are no longer resisting God's direction. Their spirit has surrendered. Their heart has bowed before divine will. They have seen that no other path brings peace, that no other love carries the light of heaven like yours does. The angels say that they have been shown glimpses of your union, in visions, in dreams, in sudden memories that feel sacred. They are realizing that the hand of God was upon your connection all along. This realization has brought them to repentance, to a deep, humble turning of the heart. They are ready to ask for forgiveness, ready to rebuild, ready to step into holy commitment, and God is smiling because the time is near, as it is written. The Lord is faithful to all his promises and loving toward all he has made. Psalm 145:13, NIV. You, beloved, are one of those promises. And divine love, the kind that is ordained by heaven, is never forgotten. Sometimes the weight felt unbearable. Sometimes it seemed like the silence meant rejection. But heaven says it was not rejection. It was redirection. God was aligning your hearts with his timing, not your impatience. Every delay protected you from heartache you could not see. Every quiet season was an altar of preparation. Now both of you are standing at the edge of divine fulfillment. The angels are rejoicing. The heavens are aligning your paths again. You will soon witness doors opening effortlessly, conversations flowing naturally, circumstances aligning miraculously. It will not be forced. It will not be confusing. It will feel right, peaceful, blessed, because when God ordains a union, it carries the fragrance of peace, as it is written, "The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it." Proverbs 10:22 KJV. This love will bring peace, not pain, joy, not anxiety, growth, not fear. The angels say, this will be a marriage where prayer leads the way, where both of you seek God first in all things, where you remind each other of grace, and where every challenge becomes a doorway to deeper faith. This is not a fantasy. It is divine order. The kind of love that only heaven can design. The one chosen by God has been through transformation. They have laid down their idols, their pride, their distractions. They have been in a quiet season of renewal, and God has been speaking to them about you. They are realizing that love is not found. It is revealed. And what has been revealed to them is that you are their answered prayer. Their heart is tender now. Their words are sincere. Their desire is not just for companionship, but for covenant. They are ready to stand beside you, not as a temporary companion, but as a spiritual partner, a builder of destiny. As it is written, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Psalm 127:1 ESV. And that is what this divine marriage will be, a house built by God. Strong in foundation, gentle in spirit, overflowing with grace. Beloved, heaven has not forgotten the promises whispered to you. The time you spent alone was not wasted. God was shaping you into someone who could hold sacred love without fear. You have become the prayer you once prayed. You have become the peace you once sought. You have become the embodiment of faith that can now sustain a holy union. And because of that transformation, you will no longer attract what wounds you. You will attract what worships with you. The one chosen by God will recognize this immediately. Your light will speak louder than words. Your peace will remind them of home. And when they look at you, they will see not just a person, but the presence of God's faithfulness made visible. As it is written, the Lord will guide you continually, and satisfy your soul in drought, and make strong your bones. And you shall be like a watered garden. Isaiah 58:11 KJV. You are that watered garden. The love of God within you has made your spirit radiant. That is what draws them near. That is what will hold your bond strong. The angels say, soon there will be a conversation. It will feel simple yet sacred. Perhaps through a message, a call, or a gentle reunion. But you will feel the divine presence in it. You will know heaven is there. Their words will carry sincerity. Their tone will carry peace. Their heart will be humble, and you will feel the Spirit say, this is the one. No fear will linger, no anxiety will speak. Only peace, only light, only truth, because this time it is different. This time the love is blessed. It is purified by prayer, sanctified by waiting, strengthened by grace. The angels say, this marriage will not just unite two hearts, it will unite two callings. Together you will walk in purpose, serve in compassion, and love with divine patience. Others will see your love and remember that God still writes stories, that faith still births miracles, that divine timing still works. Your union will be a message in itself, that waiting on God is never in vain. As it is written, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. Isaiah 40:31 KJV. You are rising now. Your story is ascending into divine manifestation. The pain of the past will no longer define you. The peace of God will. If this word is filling your spirit with calm, pause and breathe deeply. Whisper this prayer. Father, thank you for preparing me for divine love. Thank you for aligning my heart with your will. Bless the one you have chosen for me, and let our union reflect your glory. The angels hear you. Heaven acknowledges your faith. And now, divine orchestration is in motion. Beloved, this is your season of restoration. Not only will love return, but peace will reign in every area of your life. The one chosen by God is not coming to disrupt you. They are coming to align with you. They will speak words that honor your soul. They will pray with you. They will protect the connection with reverence. This is not the kind of love that fades when tested. It is the kind that stands firm because it is rooted in God. As it is written, love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13:8, NIV. This love will not fail. This promise will not fade. This union will not break, because it is built upon the rock, and that rock is Christ. Beloved, be ready to receive. You have carried the vision long enough. Now you will see it come to life. As it is written, write the vision. Make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it. Habakkuk 2:2 ESV. You wrote the vision with your prayers. You held it in faith. Now it will run toward you. The one chosen by God is ready to walk beside you into destiny. Their spirit is saying yes. Their heart is saying amen. And heaven is saying now. The angels rejoice as your story unfolds. They surround you with light. They cover your path with grace. They whisper over you, beloved, this is the time. The promise is ready. The covenant is near. Rest in that. Let joy rise quietly in your soul. You don't need to strive anymore. You don't need to question anymore. You only need to believe, because the same God who wrote this love into your destiny is faithful to complete it. As it is written, he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6 NIV. Your story is being completed in love. Your heart is being rewarded for its faithfulness. And soon, the one chosen by God will stand before you, not as a dream, but as your reality. They will take your hand, look into your eyes, and know that this is holy ground. Together, You will thank God for every delay, every tear, every lesson, because now you will see that it all led to this sacred moment. The angels say, heaven is smiling. The covenant is near, and divine love is finally ready to unfold before your eyes. Beloved soul, if this message has touched you, take a moment to anchor it in gratitude. Subscribe for more peaceful, Spirit-led messages that keep your faith strong. Leave your reflections or prayer requests below. We read them with love and lift them to God. And if this word has blessed you, you may share it with someone who needs hope, or offer a super thanks to help this ministry continue spreading calm, divine guidance to weary hearts around the world. Every act of faith multiplies light. Every prayer releases grace. Every seed of love expands heaven's reach. You are part of that mission. You are part of heaven's work. And soon you will also be part of heaven's fulfillment, a marriage that mirrors divine love itself. As it is written, now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. Ephesians 3:20 NIV. The angels echo that verse over you now. More than you asked, more than you imagined, more than you hoped, because God's plan has always been greater than your pain. And his timing has always been more perfect than your understanding. So rest, beloved soul. Your story is safe in his hands. The one chosen by God is ready, and heaven's promise is unfolding, beautifully, tenderly, divinely, right before you. Amen, beloved soul. You have walked through the valley of waiting, through the garden of tears, and through the silent nights when you wondered if heaven still remembered your name. And now, in this holy season of becoming, the angels whisper, it is time. Time for your heart to open like the first flower after rain. Time for divine love to be fulfilled, not rushed, not forced, but realized, because the one chosen by God for you has awakened. They have wrestled with their fears, fought through confusion, and surrendered the plans they once thought they needed. Now, they are being guided to you, not as they once were, but as God has made them to be. For it is written, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. And this new thing, beloved, is sacred union, a covenant that reflects heaven on earth. The angels want you to rest in this knowing. You do not need to chase. You do not need to plead. You do not need to prove. The one chosen by God recognizes you not by appearance, but by spirit. They will feel the peace of home in your presence. The same peace that God placed in Eden when all creation was in harmony. It is no longer a time of confusion, but of clarity. No longer a time of waiting, but of alignment. And yet, this fulfillment requires gentleness, because even the sunrise comes softly. First a glow, then light, then warmth that covers all things in gold. So too will your divine connection unfold. It will not demand. It will invite. It will not take. It will give. It will not boast. It will bless. For love that comes from God is love that serves. As it is written, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. 1 Corinthians 13:4. And now, you are being called to mirror this love, not only toward your soulmate, but toward yourself, because before divine marriage manifests outwardly, it must first bloom within. You must see yourself as God sees you, whole, beloved, and chosen. No longer a beggar at the gate of love, but a child of the King, an heir of divine promise. The angels say, your faith has been tested not to break you, but to shape you. Your waiting has been long, not to delay you, but to prepare you. There were lessons in every unanswered prayer, wisdom in every closed door, and divine protection in every detour. As it is written, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. So, breathe now. You have arrived at the threshold of promise. You are not too late. You have not missed it. You are exactly where God intended you to be, At the precise moment, heaven releases your next chapter. The one chosen by God is being led to you by divine orchestration. No interference can block what heaven has decreed. No shadow can darken what light has been appointed to shine, and so you must remain open. Open to forgiveness, open to patience, open to grace that is greater than your understanding, because sometimes divine love returns after a season of separation. Sometimes it appears in a new form, through familiar eyes, and sometimes it is entirely new, a person you never expected, but one your spirit already knows. The angels say, "Do not measure what is coming by what has been. Do not compare. Do not fear the unknown. God's love story for you will not look like anyone else's. It will carry its own melody, gentle, divine, eternal, and when it unfolds, you will not need to ask, 'Is this the one?' For your spirit will already answer, 'Yes, this peace is from God.' As the psalm declares, 'Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart.' Psalm 37:4. That promise was never about mere wishes, but about divine alignment, when your heart beats in rhythm with God's heart. This is the season when your desire and God's purpose meet, when longing becomes fulfillment, when prayer becomes presence, and in that holy moment you will understand, God was never denying you. He was designing you, designing your patience, your strength, your compassion, so that when love arrived, you could sustain it. Not just feel it, for what God joins together. Let no one separate, Matthew 19:6. This is not just about a wedding. It is about covenant, a love that glorifies God, that restores hope, that carries divine light into generations yet to come. So, beloved, lift your heart. The wait was not in vain. Your story has been written in grace. The angels are rejoicing because you are finally stepping into divine readiness. If this message has touched you, pause here and breathe. Whisper a prayer of gratitude. Let your soul thank God, not only for what is coming, but for what has been healed in you through the waiting. And as you do, remember, you are part of a living message. Every time you share this video, every time you comment your prayer, every time you support with a super thanks, you help this message of peace reach more souls who are still waiting in faith. It is not just support, it is ministry, and heaven honors that. Now take this final moment in silence. Imagine God's hand resting gently over your heart. Feel the warmth of divine assurance saying, "It is done. You are ready." They are ready. Heaven has aligned the moment. Go forward with peace and let love, holy, patient, divine, find its way home to you, because the one chosen by God is finally ready to marry you. And the angels say, "It is time." Beloved soul, you have heard the whisper of heaven calling your name, and you have felt within your being that something holy is approaching. It is no longer just a promise. It is becoming a living reality. But before divine marriage manifests in the visible, the Lord asks that your heart be prepared in the invisible, because marriage ordained by God is not simply about love between two people. It is about covenant between heaven and earth. The angels say, to prepare for what is coming, you must make room for it. Make room in your thoughts. Make room in your emotions. Make room in your spirit. This is not a time to rush, but to align. As it is written, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. For in stillness you hear divine instructions. In quiet surrender you receive wisdom that will anchor you through the beauty and the challenges of the journey ahead. You see, divine union does not begin when two hands meet. It begins when two spirits agree with heaven's will. So let your spirit whisper, "Lord, prepare me for what I prayed for," because to receive a blessing, your heart must be trained in stewardship, to nurture, to protect, to honor what God entrusts you with. You are not entering just a relationship. You are stepping into a ministry of love, and ministry requires readiness. So the angels guide you. Release every residue of the past. Forgive where you were hurt. Bless those who could not stay. Free yourself from the echoes of disappointment, because what God is bringing you into cannot coexist with the heaviness of yesterday. It is written, "No one puts new wine into old wineskins." Mark 2:22. You are being renewed inside out. Heaven is rewriting your love story, not by erasing what has been, but by redeeming it. Every heartbreak taught you how to discern. Every delay taught you how to wait. Every tear watered the soil of your spiritual maturity. And now, the angels say, you are becoming the partner you once prayed for. God has been preparing not just the one you will marry, but you, His beloved, His chosen, His reflection on earth. When the one ordained for you stands before you, they will recognize not just your face, but your spirit. They will feel peace in your presence because you carry heaven's fragrance, a peace that surpasses understanding. Philippians 4:7. But this peace must be cultivated. It is not found in striving or performing. It is found in abiding. Jesus said, "Abide in me and I in you." John 15:4. And this is your sacred preparation to abide in Him. Abide in prayer. Abide in gratitude. Abide in love, even when it feels unseen, because when you abide, your spirit becomes anchored. And when your spirit is anchored, no storm can uproot your peace. Beloved, you are not waiting anymore. You are becoming the answered prayer. Becoming the vessel through which divine love flows. Becoming the evidence that God's timing is perfect. And yes, there will still be moments of doubt. Moments where your faith trembles under the weight of the unknown. But remember what is written. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. Isaiah 40:31. Waiting in this season is not weakness. It is worship. It is you saying, "Lord, I trust you more than my timeline." The angels say, heaven is aligning everything, both hearts, both destinies, both callings. What is meant for you will not require chasing. It will arrive with clarity and peace. And when it comes, you will feel a divine knowing, not excitement alone, but serenity. For this love will not rush you. It will rest with you. It will not confuse you. It will confirm you. You will see in their eyes a reflection of God's faithfulness. You will feel in their embrace the evidence of answered prayer. And you will understand that the years of waiting were not punishment, they were preparation. As it is written, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Ecclesiastes 3:11. So take this moment to prepare your inner altar. Rebuild your heart as a temple of gratitude. Let every thought be a prayer of readiness. Let every word be seasoned with love. Let your faith become fragrance to heaven, because divine marriage is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a shared mission. You and your God-ordained partner will carry light together. You will intercede together. You will serve together. You will walk as two flames, merging into one divine fire that warms others around you. The angels say, heaven rejoices not just when two hearts meet, but when two callings align. Your union will not just bless you, it will bless many. It will heal, inspire, and awaken faith in others who are still waiting in silence. That is why this preparation is holy. You are not just being prepared for love. You are being prepared for purpose. Let patience finish its work. Let humility remain your covering. Let faith be your language. And let love be your posture. Because when the one chosen by God arrives, they will be drawn to the light within you. Not the performance, not the perfection, but the peace. That peace is your anointing. That peace is your crown. That peace is the proof that you have walked with God through the waiting. So breathe now. Inhale grace. Exhale fear. Repeat softly in your heart, I am ready to receive what heaven has prepared. And believe, not with anxiety, but with rest. Because the one chosen by God is not coming to complete you. They are coming to complement what God has already completed within you. As two rivers meet and flow as one, so your paths will merge without struggle. You will know, you will feel, you will see the fingerprints of God in every detail. If this message is stirring something within you, a calm, a reassurance, a quiet joy, pause here, whisper a prayer of surrender. Lord, make me ready for your divine will. And if this word has comforted your heart, share it so that another waiting soul can find peace. Leave a comment with your prayer or reflection, because every testimony shared strengthens another heart. And if your spirit feels led, you may bless this message with a super thanks, so that more of God's light can reach others through these words of peace. It is never obligation. It is offering and a seed of gratitude. Now, beloved, close your eyes for a moment. See yourself standing in a soft golden light. The angels surround you, their wings shimmering with calm assurance. You are ready. Your heart is aligned. Your faith is steady. And heaven smiles, because preparation has turned into readiness. And readiness will soon turn into manifestation. Remember this promise: the Lord will perfect that which concerns me. Psalm 138:8. He will not forget. He will not delay without purpose. He will not withhold what is ordained for you.